This looks like a fun one. It says, which is larger, the cube of 3 versus the 4 through the 4? First, let's write this in rational exponent form. Here are the notes right here. The b root of x is equal to x to the power of 1 over b. So for example, the square root of x would be x to the 1/2. The cube root of x would be x to the 1/3. And the fourth root of x would be x to the 1/4. And so on. So we can rewrite the cube root of 3 to the 1/3 and the fourth root of 4 to the 1/4. Let's give these fractions a common denominator. This 1/3 can be written as 4/12, and the 1/4 can be written as 3/12. So we end up with 3 to the 4/12 versus 4 to the 3/12. Now we can rewrite 3 to the 4/12 as 3 to the 4 times 1/12. On this side, we can rewrite 4 to the 3/12 as 4 to the power of 3 times 1/12. Now, using these notes, anytime you have a to the power of b times c, you can rewrite it as a to the b, whole thing to the c. So this 3 to the 4 times 1/12 can be rewritten as 3 to the 4 whole thing to the 1/12. And the 4 to the power of 3 times 1/12 can be rewritten as 4 to the 3 whole thing to the 1/12. So now we have 3 to the 4th to the 1/12 versus 4 to the 3rd to the 1/12. So now this can be written as 81 to the 1/12. And then 4 to the 3rd changes into 64 to the 1/12. So 81 to the 1/12 is the exact same thing as the cube root of 3. And 64 to the 1/12 is the exact same thing as the fourth root of 4. Since 81 greater than 64, so 81 to the 1/12 will be greater than 64 to the 1/12. And this means the cube root of 3 is also greater than the fourth root of 4. And that's our final answer. Before you go, tell me which one of these is greater.